Hello YouTube. St. Petersburg in Russia is a city that has long been shrouded in secrets and myths, many of which are passed down from generation to generation. These stories not only enrich the cultural heritage of the city, but also give it a special atmosphere. I have collected 5 legends about St. Petersburg that will help you get more to feel its mystical atmosphere, I believe. So let me start with the legend of the ghost of Peter the Great. And in my videos, I have quite a few about this Russian emperor and paranormal phenomena that surrounds him. But now let me tell you about this legend. It is said that the spirit of Peter the Great still roams the streets of the city and guards his possessions. Some claim to have seen him in the Peter and Paul fortress or on the Neva River embankment. During his lifetime, many detractors called Peter the Great or Peter the First, they called him Antichrist. And a few years after his passing, rumors began to circulate that people were seeing his ghost. In particular, Empress Catherine I and Emperor Paul I told stories about this. According to legend, the ghost of Peter led Pavel Petrovich, or Emperor Paul, who was walking with Prince Kurakin and servants along the Neva River, to the square near the Senate, and pointed to it with the words, "Pavel, goodbye, you will see me here again." Well, Emperor Paul told his mother, Empress Catherine II, about this, and she decided to erect a monument in this place. This is how the bronze horseman appeared, which gave rise to even more myths and mysteries. The fact is that this area was already considered abnormal, and the stone on which the structure was installed, according to legend, used to be a part of an ancient pagan sanctuary. Sometime later, a belief was born that it was better to stay away from the statue on dark nights. Police reports from the 19th century allegedly preserved records of corpses with broken heads, which were picked up in the morning near the bronze horseman. That famous poem of the same name by Alexander Pushkin, Russia's great poet, echoes this legend. Read this poem, you'll like it. Then there is the myth of underground passages. It is believed that there is a whole network of underground passages under the city that connects the different parts of the city. Some of them were allegedly built in the time of Paul I for secret meetings and movements. Emperor Paul I was known as a very secretive emperor who was afraid of conspiracies and suspected someone of something all the time. The Gatchina Palace reflected Paul's ideas of reality. The author of the Castle project, Antonio Rinaldi, according to legend, came up with a system of underground passages for the emperor, through which he could move around the castle unnoticed by outsiders. This legend has been partially confirmed so far. Only one underground passage has been discovered on the territory of the palace complex, and it is unclear exactly when it appeared. It could have existed before the construction of the castle. However, it is known that Pavel or Paul I often used this tunnel to leave the castle unnoticed and unexpectedly appear on the shore of the Silver Lake in a matter of minutes. The length of this passage is only 120 meters. It is said that underground passages exist under the Mikhailovsky Castle. Emperor Paul I conceived it as an impregnable fortress, and there is nothing surprising in the fact that secret tunnels can be provided in it. This fact has always been kept secret, but there are rumors that while some workers were erecting the walls of the upper floor, others were laying underground passages below. According to legend, one of these led directly to the Vorontsov Palace. However, there are still no official confirmations of this theory, as well as refutations. Then there is the legend of the Sphinxes, and I have a whole video about the Sphinxes in the northern capital, as sometimes it is referred to, St. Petersburg. But I want to some more information for you here. The Sphinxes of the university embankment are considered one of the unspoken symbols of St. Petersburg. According to legend, they were brought from Egypt and installed on the banks of the Neva River to guard the city. In ancient Egypt, once there lived Pharaoh Amenhotep III, who at one time reportedly raised witchcraft into a cult. His spells, in particular, he wrote on the pedestals of stone Sphinxes, which were located in Thebes. It was these two Sphinxes that ended up in St. Petersburg in 1833. They were installed on the Neva embankment opposite the building of the Academy of Arts. Since then, the statues have become the heroes of, or protagonists of, many mystical stories. So there's another opinion that Sphinxes really helped to protect the city, at least from floods. Until 1833, the Neva River level rose seriously about once every 10 years, and after the installation of the statues, the next large-scale flood occurred only in 1863, and then repeated only 31 years later. It is also rumored that with the appearance of Sphinxes from all over the Neva upstream, drowned people and somewhat, we should say, nailed to this place. Another well-known legend says that Sphinxes cannot be looked in the eyes at dawn and sunset. This is how statues can subdue a person and drive him or her crazy. It is said that someone even wanted to commit a suicide after that. However, there is also a pleasant belief, so to say. Well, it is believed that if you stroke the head of a nearby griffin, take hold of its right tooth with your other hand, and at the same time look into the eyes of the Sphinx, the wish will come true. To do this, it is better to come in the morning. They say that they have a kinder look during the day, and by sunset the appearance of these statues may seem ominous. So there's the story of the Griffin Tower on the 7th line of Vasilievsky Island. In the courtyard of building number 17, there is an unusual brick chimney, which is also called the Griffin Tower or the Tower of Immortality. Previously, the house contained a pharmacy, which, according to rumors, was a secret laboratory. In 1858, a pharmacy appeared in the building or house number 17. It was discovered basically by pharmacist Wilhelm Pohl, who, according to legend, was not only a pharmacist but also an alchemist. Therefore, it is said that he also opened a secret laboratory in the house where he repeated the experiments of medieval alchemists. For example, he tried to turn mercury into gold and search for a formula for fulfilling desires. The latter assumed a special combination of numbers, so Pell numbered the bricks on the tower. Legend has it that the numbers on it are constantly changing, and for someone they can form the same formula and the wish will come true. Another attraction of the tower is the statues of griffins. It is believed that these mystical creatures were guarding a secret laboratory at that time. They flew out of the tower at night and watched everyone who passed by. It is said that the numbers on the bricks also hide the secret of immortality, the solution of which is still guarded by griffins. However, according to legend, it will open to the one who comes to the tower at midnight on a certain day. And then there are legends of the treasures. There are many stories about treasures hidden in the vicinity of St. Petersburg. The oldest of them says that the treasures from the time of the war with the Swedes still lie in the forest near the city. It is believed that the Swedes hid a lot of jewelry in the city. According to legend, they buried the entire golden carriage along with the royal crown. Another belief says that the Swedish treasury was hidden and then flooded in an underground passage from the Nienshan's fortress, where the Count Kushelev Bezborodko later built a manor with underground passages. They also say that somewhere on the Dubovsky Cape, the Swedish army cash register is buried. Peter the Great tried to find Swedish treasures, but so far they exist only in legends. There's another myth in the city that a ship with gold sank near Kronstadt. Moreover, the story itself is quite real. One merchant ship was carrying gold bars, which Peter the Great sent to Holland as a loan, but it never reached its destination. At the same time, numerous attempts to find sunken gold in the waters of Kronstadt did not bring any result. So each of these legends adds its own unique flavor to the image of the northern capital. They may seem absolutely fantastic, but they reflect the rich history and culture of the city and contribute to its very unique atmosphere. And you know what? One day we'll talk about the legends, about ancient civilizations on the site where Peter the Great built his city. In the future, we'll talk about it. And if you like my research, please support me through the links you'll find in the description to this video. Please like my videos. Thank you for your attention.